You have entered the realm of the truth. Mickey the truth. If you tell it, know what it is. If you clean, then clear your name. Whichever way it go, it'll definitely be the truth.
Yeah, they be like, who is this Mickey Truth girl? Who qualifies her to put a work on these people?
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Mickey Truth, aka the Queen of Paperwork, and I am back with another video. As always, all information contained in this video is for entertainment, educational purposes only. All information used in this video is per the Fair Use Act, and any conclusion that you draw is on you, not me. So let's get it. What's up, y'all? So listen, this one is going to be a little different. And as I go on, you'll see why I say it's going to be different. Now, for those who may not be familiar with who is in the screen, because I'm going to be honest with you, I'm just now finding out who he is myself, okay? Now, with that being said, Shorty, I believe is how it's pronounced, okay, is a Baltimore, Maryland rapper, right, that is making some noise, okay? And I'm going to be honest, when I first got the first few requests in my comments about Shorty, I kind of overlooked them, not even going to lie. And then I started getting other content creators hitting me up about it. I'm like, okay, well, maybe. But then he's in the blogs right now due to a situation that happened at one of his performances with jumping on one of the patrons that was allegedly throwing up like disrespectful gang signs or whatever, right? So now I'm like, okay, let me look and see who this person is. As I was, like I tell y'all all the time, all it takes is for you to get a little motion and people will uncover or bring up old shit. Never fail. So with Shorty, there has been some allegations, and this has nothing to do with the incident at his performance. For those who don't know, he got a website too. Y'all should check it out. It's put together real nice. I just had to put that up there. I'm not gonna play any of his music, but definitely take a look at it, okay? But yeah, he has, of course, a snitch allegation on him. Now, again, I've never even heard of him, but this is my thing that we're gonna do. We're gonna look at the documents that's out. Come to find out, been out for about 6 years on YouTube. Again, it take you to pop for it to be uncovered or put back into circulation. I believe the video had like 30K on it or something like that. Nevertheless, we're going to review the documents. I'm going to tell you what I was able to verify. And then I'm going to tell you what we would need to figure out what's what with Shorty. All right? Let's get to it. So, y'all know me, Queen of Paperwork. That means I dissect paperwork for sure. Now, what I can tell you is this is how I looked at it. Of course, everybody is free to look at it the way they want to. I did reach out to the sheriff's department or police department, and I still haven't got a call back. And it's just a lot of red tape I'm seeing. However, it is still a work in progress. I got a couple people in the city that are going to attempt to actually get the work for me. However, I was able to verify some of the info, and I'm going to tell you what I couldn't verify, okay? And I'm just going to tell you my opinion on it. With that being said, if you look at the top, it says DC case number, and then it's kind of blurry. And to be honest, it took a lot of blowing up for me to even realize what I was looking at. However, it has the case number. You at least can see the last three numbers is 441. You see the name Dante Galloway, okay? And it says defendant name at the top, and it says Dante Galloway. You see it says Baltimore, Maryland, 21213. It says application for statement of charges continued, page 2 of 3. Now, y'all know how I feel about incomplete paperwork, so I don't know where document or page 1 is. Not sure if they were putting a snitch jacket on somebody why they omitted a page, but nevertheless, page 1 is not out from what I can see in the original video. I believe that dropped, and it came with a song. I ain't gonna lie, the song was kind of catchy. But anyway, it says on Monday, May 5th, 2014, which is important. At approximately 22:07 hours, police officer Nguyen received a call for a discharging at Bel Air Road and Frankfort Avenue. A witness was located who advised he heard 4 to 5 gunshots at the corner of Bel Air Road and Frankfort Avenue, and then observed several apparent juveniles fleeing from the northeast corner of Bel Air Road and Frankfurt Avenue behind the 5300 block of Bel Air Road. On May 5th, 2014, at approximately 2300 hours, police officer Wynn received a call for a shooting at 4305 LaSalle Avenue. Upon arrival, the officer observed the victim, Raekwon Hudson, aka Shorty, who sustained a single gunshot wound to his right buttocks. Preliminary investigation revealed the victim was at the bus stop at the southeast corner of Bel Air Road and Frankfurt Avenue at approximately 2200 hours when an unidentified black male standing on the southwest corner of the intersection discharged a firearm several times. One of the rounds struck the victim and he fled behind the 5300 block of Bel Air Road. The victim then immediately fled to a family member's home located at 4305 LaSalle Avenue, but did not want police to be called. At approximately 2300 hours, approximately an hour after he was shot, he called for police and medics. Medic number 13 responded and transported the victim to Johns Hopkins Bayview Hospital for treatment. Detective Lufaju, Detective Barker, I can't say it. Detective Sergeant Kim responded to the scene and assumed control of the investigation. Okay, now with me just looking at it, the date is important, the victim is important, what they're saying happened around that, and another key thing is that a male witness, was located and provided that he heard 4 to 5 shots at the corner. Not that, okay, he was shot 45 times. He heard it. Then also that he observed apparent juveniles fleeing from the scene. Let's go on to page 3 of 3. Because remember, 1 of 3 is not there. Now, again, I don't like incomplete paperwork, and I for sure don't like cut off documents like this. However, let's just take a look at something here. Again, I have not actually got this document in my hand from the source, but I can point out a couple things here. If you look back up here, if you remember on page 2 of 3, it says defendant name and it's supposed to be the last name and the first name. That has way at the end. So we do recall, allegedly, the person last name is Galloway. That's supposed to be the defendant. However, Hudson is not his first name. Hudson is the victim's last name. So that's an inconsistency. And y'all know how I feel about inconsistency. Okay. Now, again, the sides are cut. Now, what's weird to me is if we go back to this is basically almost a full page. You can see the case number, whatever. Why is this page so cut off where you can't see nothing? Right? Now, what we can see, it says, course of investigation, witnesses were identified and interviewed, I guess, blank the interview. A photographic array was presented to witnesses. Something. Identified the shooter as Devontae Galloway, SID 3120396. Can't see who shot Mr. Raekwon Hudson on Monday, May 5th, 2014. And it looks like Belair Road was right there. Your writer praised that an arrest warrant for Mr. Galloway, blank, shooting the Hudson. See, it's like, it's too much. But for one, it's just inconsistent. Now, at this point, the type part, you can see that it says witnesses identified. And it say victim, it say witnesses. However, if we go down to the written part, now, again, I'm going to tell y'all this. It is times where things are written, right? However, if this is an actual victim statement, it would have needed to be on its own page, wouldn't you think? That's how I'm looking at it. But again, that's just my opinion. Now, even this part is cut off. But it says, standing at this bus stop, Mr. Hudson stated that the suspect friend known as Fish began to argue. Once Fish walked past, Mr. Hudson heard the suspect say, "I should kill you." The suspect displayed an unknown caliber handgun and shot something, something, standing with Mr. Hudson. Striking Mr. Hudson, something, something. Okay, that's basically what, something, something. Now, listen, again, if this is allegedly, according to this part, this is supposed to be the statement of the victim. Why is that not typed, right? Why is that not on its own part? Why is that not fully revealed on here, right? It's not like, to be honest, anybody could have wrote that, and I'm be real with y'all. But nevertheless, the most striking thing is this: why the hell at the top is its defendant's name, Way Hudson? Come on. One thing about paperwork, you got to be consistent. Not saying this is fake, because I don't know yet, but it's in the works. However, inconsistencies are common sometimes in police paperwork. However, the defendant's name, though, like, is right on page. See, this is my thing. It's right on page 2 or 3. It's missing page 1 or 3. But on 3 or 3, it got a whole nother name. That's suspicious. On top of the whole situation with the handwriting, right? Now, another thing. I don't know how I feel about this page here. Nevertheless, we're going to keep it moving. As I told y'all, I looked at it and unfortunately, I can't make it no bigger. It's just inconsistent. However, that doesn't say something's wrong with it. So what I did was went and did some research. As I told y'all, it was a couple numbers I could see, right? And if you look here at that number, remember I said it ended in 441, the date, May 7th, 2014. So once you click that case, it goes over here. Now, a couple things. On this, it says that the police officer name is Anthony Forbes, and that's the complainant. I did not see that name listed on that paper. However, that doesn't mean he couldn't have been like the supervisor. However, that was one thing that stood out to me, is that his name was not listed. If you go down here, the last thing on the event history, it says transferred over to circuit court case number, right? And it ends in 3037. Now, again, if you look back up here, it says forwarded to circuit court. All right. So another thing, document type warrant. Okay. That's what it says, warrant. Now, with that being said, remember what the numbers I just said. Ends in 3037. This is the warrant. So the next thing, if it's going to be forwarded over to circuit court, would mean an indictment would need to happen for it to be a case, right? So with that being said, let's take a look. Now, as you can see, 3037 is not listed here at all. 3037. Okay. If you look over here, no other cases around or close to the 2014. So, in my opinion, that means the case never was indicted. It didn't go to the next step. Did it get thrown out? Was it not enough evidence? Maybe it's not a corroborating victim. Don't know. However, as you can see, it wasn't a case that ended in like a closure, a regular closure, or anything like that. Now, one thing I want to point out to you guys is this. If we look at the next case, let's see, this one, right? Soon as it load. As you can see, case type, criminal indictment. So that's what it will look like. Criminal indictment. Okay. Now, with that being said, if you look here, it says related case, right? And it gives the case number. This is not the case with Shorty. However, but you see how that looks different. It has that related case there, and it says an indictment. So this means the person was actually indicted. And as you can see, and the reason why I chose this one, because it was assault first degree. And for a minute, I kind of thought maybe it was like a later indictment. So 0956. I almost lost train of thought. So we go back. 0956 is this one right here. If we click it, okay, criminal, boom, 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 assault first degree, and it says when it happened. So this is not it because this is in 2017. All right. So with that being said, the case went nowhere. Now, this is where I'm at with this particular one, and this is why I say I'm gonna do it a little different because a lot of people have been hitting me up, and he is trending. However, it's been out for 6 years. Okay. Couple things, in my opinion, is going on. Either A, Shorty ain't trying to give nobody no clout and saying fuck it. Okay. B, Shorty ducking the smoke and don't want to address it. C, it really doesn't matter to him. This is what I would say, and this is just my suggestion. So I would say, see if Shorty will drop the actual work, because this has been out for 6 years. See if he'll drop the police report. But in the meantime, in between time, your girl will definitely be working to get it. Like I said, hopefully he'll drop it or address it before I drop it, especially if it's going to be he snitching. You know what I'm saying? I would hate to have to put him on the rat pack, but nevertheless, hey, if it comes out to be that, it comes out to be that. But that's my challenge to Shorty. Just go ahead, drop the work, get it over with, keep it moving. Or don't drop the work, keep it moving, and Mickey Truth will drop the work for you. Either way it go, I'll drop it. Once I get it, I'll stamp you, or I'll pack you up on the rat pack. With that being said, like, comment, share, subscribe, tell a friend to pull up on your girl Mickey Truth. And as always, go over to MickeyTruth.com and get you that merch, because you know your girl stay with that work. So that's why I would tell his fans or the viewers that want to know or confirm. No matter what you go through, do what you got to do and conquer the world. So yeah, I'm your girl Mickey Truth, aka the Queen of Paperwork, and I just got one thing to say. I'm pulling work when you rappers ain't safe.